The Leopard motto this season has been "Make them believe." What does that mean to this team?
It means everything. It kind of like the mindset that our kids have day to day. So it goes way beyond just football. Our kids don't feel like they're believed in, whether it be certain kids in their home life and what they're living with when they leave school and leave practice, what they can do academically, what they can do athletically. So it really kind of sums up how they carry themselves every day.
What have you guys as a staff been doing to instill that belief in them?
There's obviously a fine line between encouragement, pushing someone, knowing how to push certain kids, and that there's not just a blanket way to reach every single kid. So finding out what buttons to press for each individual kid and just building the relationships so they know that we care, but there's obviously a goal that we have set out as well.
Where did that "make them believe" phrase come from?
When we were kind of designing, getting different stuff, different gear for the kids, felt like we needed something that they could rally behind. And went to a kid on the team and just kind of said, what's something that you do want to kind of broadcast and put out there. And he was pretty quick to say, "Make them believe." And getting to know the kids those first couple months, because it did happen pretty early on, I thought it was great and thought it could be something that we could put out there and that everyone could rally behind.
Last week's win was the first playoff win since 2018. What does that mean to this program?
I think it means a lot. We talked about it Friday after the game. I asked the kids when the last time LE won a playoff game, and they were all pretty quick to know about it. Probably from social media, they kind of know that stuff. And so none of our kids were in high school. Not one kid was in high school. And so it is a big deal when you start kind of putting that into perspective of they haven't even been walking these halls since they got to hold up a gold ball from a playoff game. So it's a big deal. It does mean a lot to our kids and just the community overall.
Most of the regular season wins, whatever the score ended up being at the end, were battles. You had to earn those. How do you think that'll prepare the team going into these playoff games?
I think it's huge. I really like the games where we win by a lot and don't have to stress. But that's not football. That's not how the playoffs work. Again, hopefully they do, but we obviously don't expect that ever. So playing those close games throughout the regular season, whether it be district, non-district, all it does is help teach our kids that, one, we're never out of a game, and two, nothing's ever going to be given to us.
Pilot Point, they're coming off a big upset. What are you expecting from this matchup on Thursday?
Yeah, it was I think the second biggest upset in the state of Texas, according to Dave Campbell's. And so you saw that in their game against Mejia. They definitely came to fight. Just were kind of all over the field in a good way. Just kids played really hard, and nothing's going to change this week for them. They're really well coached. Head coach over there is won state, so he's won at the biggest level. And you can tell that the kids have that confidence, one in their coach. They take coaching well. They're a disciplined football team, and they play really hard. So I wouldn't expect anything else.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium at Earl Campbell Field as the Leopards of Liberty-Eylau prepare to face off against the Pilot Point Bearcats. I'm Tyler Huff, joined by my partner Earl Gill and Mr. Gill. The Leopards coming to this matchup, preparing to begin the area round of the UIL state playoffs. The winner of this game will advance to the regional quarterfinals next week. And so, Mr. Gill, what are you expecting tonight in this matchup between the Leopards and the Bearcats?
I'm expecting a hard-fought game, competitive game between both schools. But I must say, these kids are privy to awesome weather. And, I mean, the setting in this venue, like, I would love to have played in something like this if I were a high school player in the playoffs. This is awesome.
I agree with you as well, Mr. Gill. And so we have the Leopards who are preparing to take the field. The Leopards are led by first-year head coach Brad Willard. The Leopards come into this game after winning their bi-district round of the playoffs last week against the Commerce Tigers by a score of 57-35. The Leopards are seeking their first area round victory since the 2017 season. And here comes the Leopards. Leopards are rocking their cardinal red jerseys tonight with black pants, white helmets, running LE on one side as well as the players' numbers on the other side. We're awaiting the Pilot Point Bearcats to take the field. The Leopards come into this game offensively averaging 45 points per game, while the defense has allowed an average of just over 26 points per game. The Leopard offense is led by quarterback number 2, Trip Basinger. Basinger has completed 153 of 218 passing attempts, 2,517 yards with 37 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the season, Mr. Gill.
Yes, sir. Trip Basinger, he's been the catalyst of our offense. He's been extremely efficient. I mean, every week he seems to get better. Every week he's gotten better since me and you were perched in Pittsburgh. So, you know, when we sat down those weeks ago in Pittsburgh, I didn't know that we would be here. I thought we would. I believed we would. But now, you know, it's in fruition. It's in reality. And we're about, 3 minutes away from, battling.
Yes, sir. So we have the Bearcats of Pilot Point, who has taken the field as well, as they huddle as a team in the end zone to take a knee and say their prayers to the man above before this game. So just to continue speaking of the Leopards have a sophomore tailback, number 18, Arian Taylor, which is their first 1,000-yard rusher in many years at Liberty-Eylau. Last week he had a 250-yard performance against the Commerce Tigers. Taylor's averaging just over 7 yards per carry. He has 118 carries for 1,212 yards on the ground with 10 rushing touchdowns in his sophomore season. So we currently have the national anthem being played at the field, so we'll take a short break. Great job there by the Leopard Marching Band with their rendition of the national anthem here at Earl Campbell Field. So we are preparing for the coin toss, but while we have a second, we do want to shout out our game sponsors. If you're watching this game via Texarkana Game Day, our game sponsors are C&D Mechanical, Near Me Roofing and Contracting, American Automotive and Diesel and Auto Repair, Keisha with the Keys, and Millway Federal Credit Union, as well as Phone Pros. So we do want to shout out all of those sponsors for being proud supporters of all Texarkana athletics and this specific game here in Tyler tonight. So we currently have the coin toss happening at midfield. Number 1, Jaquan Johnson is the captain, as well as number 55, Zamontre Hare. Number 12, Daquan Prevost, as well as number 2, Trip Basinger. Those are the captains tonight for the Leopards. And for the visiting team, the Pilot Point Bearcats, their captains are number 18, Caden David, number 62, Juan Mendoza, and number 12, Dawson David. The Leopards will receive the opening kickoff of this game. So the Leopards will have an opportunity to put some points on the board first. We'll get to see quarterback Trip Basinger, as well as sophomore tailback Arian Taylor, which is where I left off talking because we left out the receivers on the offensive side of the ball for the Leopards. They're led in receiving by number 12, Daquan Prevost, as well as number 5, Jay-Sean Weatherall. Prevost has 55 receptions for 1,199 yards and 18 touchdowns, while Weatherall has 46 receptions for 704 yards with 10 touchdowns this season.
Well, Mr. Huff, it's almost that time, my man. I'm excited to see Coach Hall and Coach Willard and Coach Basinger, what they cook up offensively and defensively to combat this this Bearcat offense and Bearcat team who had one of the biggest upsets in the state of Texas last season.
Yes, they did. They definitely pulled off one of the biggest upsets, as you said, as they are the 4th place team out of their district, District 6 3A Division I, but they upset the district champion out of District 5 last week, which was Mahia. They defeated Mahia 36-32 in a comeback victory. They trailed by 18 points in that game. They came back to defeat Mahia to advance to the area round of the UIL state playoffs, and here we are tonight. The Leopards and the Pilot Point Bearcats preparing for kickoff. Back deep to return for the Leopards is number 12, Daquan Prevost, as well as number 1, Jaquan Johnson, and number 13, TJ Stewart. Kicker tonight for Pilot Point is, I believe, number 35, Jack Harple. So the atmosphere is electric in the stadium. You have fans from both sides standing on their feet. And we're just waiting on the officials to figure something out with the clock. We're having issues with the clock at the moment.
You can feel the excitement throughout the stadium on both sides.
So this is actually the first ever meeting between Pilot Point and Liberty-Eylau. So last week, the Leopards faced the opponent for the first time in Commerce and came out victorious. We'll see if we can keep that same momentum going this week. Here's the kick, and it's an onside kick to open the game. And the Bearcats recover, but there's a penalty flag as the ball did not cross the 50-yard line before one of their up men touched it. So the Leopards will probably have great field position to begin their first offensive drive of this game.
That was unique to see.
Yeah, you usually see it the opposite way around, huh?
Absolutely, but you typically see it the second kickoff, but whatever.
Well, you have to present yourself with opportunities throughout the game. Absolutely. Try to, catch a team off guard, and that's what you saw Pilot Point doing there with the onside kick. But as we said, it did not travel 10 yards.
Gives the Leopards, they start their first position on the plus side.
Correct. First and 10 from the Pilot Point 49-yard line, and the Leopards come out An empty set. They have 5 receivers split out to the left side, and Trip Basinger is going to throw it out on a screen pass. It's caught. That's number 12, Prevost, with reception. He picks up the first down. He's finally forced out of bounds after a gain of 12 yards on the reception. 1st and 10 coming up for the Leopards. They come out to the line quickly with a similar formation. They shift the receivers this time to the right side. Basinger's going to throw the same pass. This time it's dropped by his intended target, number 7, Keelan Neal.
That was some fireworks to begin the this area round contest.
2nd and 10 for the Leopards from the 38-yard line. Come out with 2 receivers to both sides. Arian Taylor is the lone tailback. Basinger keeps it on the ground this time himself. He almost is tackled in the backfield. He spins out of 1 tackle. He gets the first down, still moving the pile. Finally going to be brought down at about the 24-yard line, but it's enough for a Leopard first down.
Trip Basinger, he's a dude. He's our leader.
1st and 10 from the 23. Basinger looking to pass. He throws it. It's caught. That's Prevost. He's getting inside the 10. Finally going to be brought down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal from the 8 coming up for the Leopard offense.
I believe, if my research serves me correct, if Prevost has 7 catches, I believe he might break a few records tonight. Or maybe
we'll check that out in just a second.
And about 5 more catches.
And so the Leopards have 1st and goal from the 8. They're going to hand it off on the first run play to Arian Taylor. He's going to get across the 5 all the way down inside the 2. Let's see where they spot him at the 2. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. 10:50 remaining here in the opening quarter of the game. They hand it off to Taylor once again, straight up the middle, and he crosses the goal line for a Leopard touchdown. The Leopards lead 6-0 with 10:44 remaining here in the opening quarter of the game.
That was extremely efficient offense by Coach Hall and our starting offensive unit. No flags, only 1 drop, and they weren't playing behind the chains, so that was an effective first drive.
The Leopards are going to fake the extra point attempt. The kicker, Kendall Ford, came out to attempt the extra point, and there's a fake, and Trip Basinger runs it straight up the middle and across the goal line for the 2-point conversion. So the Leopards extend their lead 8-0 with 10:44 remaining here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with some more Liberty-Eylau Leopard football right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Earl Campbell Field here at Rose Stadium here in Tyler. The Leopards lead 8-0 with 10:44 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Leopards have come out to the field to kick off. Number 45, Kendall Ford, has the ball set on the tee. Back deep to return for Pilot Point Bearcats. It's number 21. It's a high short pooch kick. And it's going to be fair caught by number 24 of the Bearcats at about the 47-yard line. That's Hunter Newman with the fair catch.
So looks like Pilot Point was they were ready. They've done their research, watched a few
Definitely
games.
watched some film, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see our Leopard defense. You know, the wind, the weather's a little different, and we're playing an unfamiliar opponent. If that makes sense.
So the Pilot Point Bearcats have 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line with 10:44 remaining in the first quarter of play. They line up in the wing T set. They're going to pitch it to number 8. He's going to gain about 2 yards on the carry. They actually give him 4. It's number 8 on the carry for Pilot Point, Josh Chumley.
And I know I'm here as a Leopard, but I appreciate that wishbone offense that they're running. You know, it's some nostalgia.
So they send one receiver out wide. It's number 1, Luke Connor. See number 8 in motion, and they're going to hand it off on a dive play to the inside back, and he's going to be met in the backfield. I believe that's number 16 on the carry for Pilot Point. It's actually 15, excuse me, Cade Stuckley.
It's good to see the Leopard defensive front sniff that out. They're playing with active hands, and they're getting off with a firing off the ball. That's what we need all game to be successful today.
So loss of a yard on the previous play, going to bring up 3rd and 7 for Pilot Point from midfield. 9:39 remaining here in the first quarter. The Leopards lead 7-0. They're going to roll out on a pass play, and it's caught by his receiver number 18. That's Caden David, and that's enough to move the chains for the Bearcats.
That was a good play. I mean, the guy just found a soft spot. His quarterback found him. He made a good target, big target. The numbers, I showed his numbers to his quarterback, and when you do that, you know, first downs happen.
1st and 10 for Pilot Point from the 40-yard line. They're going to pitch it this time to number 8, Chumley. He's going to plow his way forward for a gain of about 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and about 6 coming up for the Bearcats.
So what I've seen this past, minute or so is that the offense may be a little ugly. It's not pretty, but it's effective.
Correct.
It's effective, and as long as your offense is efficient, you can stay in these area-round types of ball games.
And through 11 games, the Bearcat offense has scored an average of just 30 points per game. And they're going to pitch it to number 18, and he's going to be hit after maybe a gain of 1 yard. That's Caden David on the carry for the Bearcats. 3rd and about 3 coming up for Pilot Point. 8:24 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Leopards lead 8-0.
Hopefully Liberty-Eylau can shoot the gaps on the 3rd and 3. I would think it's a running down. But, I mean, on the last 3rd down, they came out with a little wide receiver boot.
Correct.
Our Leopard defenders have to, stay on their toes and keep the gap.
So they're going to pitch it to 8, and 8's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. They actually give him 1 yard. That's the tailback, Josh Chumley. That'll bring up 4th and 2 from the 33-yard line. So the Bearcats look as if they're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th and 2 from the 32 with just 7.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. They trail 8-0. This is a big play early in the game for both teams. Here's the snap. They're going to pitch it. Oh, he fakes it. He's going to throw it. He has a man wide open. It's caught, and he's going to get into the end zone for a Bearcat touchdown. That's number 82 on the reception, Dylan Hamblin. And the Bearcats are just 2 points away from tying this ball game up with 7:17 remaining in the opening quarter.
That was a good play by the offensive coordinator to recognize that we were, aggressive, trying to get to the ball, and he had his tight end just barreling right, down the field, down the seam, wide open. That was a good play.
There's misspelling cats on their sideline, Mr. Gill. They're supposed to be spelling cats. They're spelling cast. That's an error there, but anyways, they're going to come out to attempt the extra point. It's number 80. The snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. So the Leopards lead 8-7 with 7:17 remaining here in the first quarter of play. We'll take about a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the Leopards on offense right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities.
All right, welcome back. The Leopards lead 8-7 against the Pilot Point Bearcats. The Bearcats are currently kicking off. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line by number 13, T.J. Stewart of the Leopards. He'll bring the return out to the 25, which is where the Leopards will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
We have to respond back offensively. This is the area round, second round. There's blow for blow. We gave a blow, we took a blow, now we have to give one more.
So the Leopards will come back out offensively. Last time the Leopards drove the ball down the field in 6 plays before scoring the opening touchdown of this game. They come out with 2 receivers to both sides. Arian Taylor is the tailback. Singer's going to take the snap. He's looking to pass. He throws it. It's caught. That's Prevost on the reception. He breaks out of one tackle. Almost breaks out of another. He's going to be tackled at the 49-yard line. So a nice reception there by Prevost. Gain of 24 yards on 1st down, and the Leopards going to get to the line quickly.
He was looking to make a play, but the guy was holding on to him, the defender.
Here's a screen pass out to the sideline. It's caught by number 12, Daquan Prevost. We have a penalty flag thrown. So we'll see what the call is. We're going to call holding on the offense as number 24, the receiver of the Leopards, just held on a little bit too long and call the flag.
Yeah, we have to eliminate mistakes. We have to clean up at least the rest of the first half.
1st and 18 after the penalty. Basinger going to keep it himself on the ground. He has room along the Leopard sideline. He gets out of one tackle, still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down across the 40, down to the 38-yard line. That's quarterback Trip Basinger. That's enough to move the chains. That's a gain of 20 yards. He needed 18. He picked up 20. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. They come out with trips to the left side. They hand it off inside to Taylor. He's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Taylor didn't have much room to work with there, and he tried to make do with what he had.
The offense will reset. Same formation. Basinger looking to pass this time. Has a screen pass set up. It's caught. We have a penalty flag thrown. Arian Taylor does make the reception, but they're going to throw a flag. I'm pretty sure it'll be a holding call. From where it is, it's holding against the Leopards once again, as one of the linemen got caught holding as they were trying to set up the screen pass to the tailback, Arian Taylor.
Yeah, I think linemen can be called. I think holding can be called on every play. It's just we can't be called on those plays.
It's a loss of 10 yards, 2nd and 20 coming up for the Leopards. We have a single receiver to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Daquan Prevost is the single receiver right at midfield. Arian Taylor joins Trip Basinger in the backfield. Basinger gives a hard count. The Bearcats do a good job of staying in place. Basinger fakes the handoff. He throws it deep down the field and incomplete as he was looking for number 5, Jay-Sean Weatherall. Weatherall had a step on the defender. We had to fight the defender off at the last minute. That forces the incomplete pass.
That was a really good play design by Coach Hall. Man, maybe we could possibly go back to that sometime, either now or maybe the next possession, because Mr. Weatherall did have a full 1 or 2 steps on his defender.
5:28 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Leopards lead 8-7. It's 3rd and 20 from the 49-yard line. Basinger looking to pass. He has a man wide open, and it's caught. That's Weatherall. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Leopards. Jay-Sean Weatherall from 51 yards out. And the Leopards extend their lead 14-7 with the extra point pending. And number 45, Kendall Ford, will come out to attempt the extra point.
That's a heck of a way to redeem yourself, especially the very next play.
Exactly.
Like I said. So Mr. Weatherall, attaboy.
Snap is back, kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. 5:20 remaining here in the opening quarter. The Leopards lead 15-7. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with some more Liberty-Eylau Leopard football right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back to Trinity Mother Frances Stadium here at Earl Campbell Field, where the Leopards lead 15-7 against the Pilot Point Bearcats with 5:20 remaining here in the first quarter of play. The Leopards are set to kick it off to the Bearcats. Number 45, Kendall Ford. Short pooch kick going to be caught, and he's going to be brought down quickly as he thought he called for a fair catch, but they didn't grant it to him, I don't believe. I don't see any penalty flags thrown. He was brought down. He's a little upset about it. I think he wants the flag, but they're not going to give it to him, I don't believe. And so, the Bearcats will have 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line coming up. We get to see this Leopard defense once again. Last time out, they gave up a touchdown on a 4th and 3 to give the Bearcats their only score so far in this game.
I think going forward, hopefully our Leopards won't let anyone behind them, especially routinely. So I think Coach Basinger is going to clean that up going forward now.
They're going to pitch it to the right side to number 18. He's trying to stretch it out wide, and he does get close to the first down marker. That's number 18 on the carry for Pilot Point. Caden David pushed out of bounds just about 2 yards short of the first down, actually 3. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Bearcats.
Once again, a good call by the Pilot Point OC of having, hats on bodies, making lanes.
Pitch it this time to number 8. He's going to be met in the hole by a couple Leopards. I believe I see Luke Basinger as well as Cade McLeod in on that stop, and we have a Leopard defender down. Can't tell the number, but the training staff is coming out to check on him, so we'll take a short break while they attend to the injured player, and we'll be right back with the 3rd down play live from 107.1 KTFS and Texarkana Game Day.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit gregorrauto.com.
All right, welcome back. As it's 3rd and 1, 4:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Pilot Point currently has the ball, and the ball's on the ground. It's a fumble on the snap. The Leopards pointing as if they have it, and they do. The Leopards recover the fumble, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards from the Pilot Point 43-yard line, excuse me. As we actually saw that a couple times in the pregame portion of the game. The Pilot Point Bearcats just couldn't handle the snap, Mr. Gill, during the pregame portion, and there you see it in live game action.
That's awesome. I think that was a play by Mr. Golston there, and He's excited. Excited to see this Leopard offense.
So Trip Basinger and the Leopard offense will come back out 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 43-yard line with 4:33 remaining here in the first quarter of play. They have an 8-point lead. 15-7 is the score. Basinger looking to pass. He fakes the handoff. He has a man with a step. He's looking for Prevost. It's caught. Touchdown, Leopards. Quan Prevost from Trip Basinger from 43 yards out, and the Leopards extend their lead 21-7 with the extra point pending.
Yeah, the cardiac cats, as I call the Leopards, man, they'll get you quick. That's a quick strike.
So number 45, Kendall Ford, will come out to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's straight down the middle, good. 4:25 remaining here in the first quarter. The Leopards lead 22-7. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some more Liberty-Eylau Leopard football right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Start your day with seamless transactions. Add your State Bank card to your device's digital wallet and enjoy the convenience of tap-and-go payments. Easy, secure, and thankfully at your fingertips. Simplify your day with State Bank's digital wallet. Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, and welcome back live from Trinity Mother Francis Stadium here at Earl Campbell Field. I like saying that. You don't like saying that? Your name's Earl. You should like that.
Yes, sir.
Don't be scared. So the Leopards currently are kicking it off to the Pilot Point Bearcats. Number 10 is the return man. He spins out of one tackle. He's going to cross the 35 down to the 36-yard line, and that's where the Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 from the Leopard 36-yard line.
Our Leopards are playing.
From their own 36-yard line.
Our Leopards are playing inspired ball tonight. It's great to see. You can tell our offense and defense are feeding off each other right now. So hopefully we can continue that. It's still amazing. This is still the first quarter, Mr. Huff.
Yeah, we still have 4:17 remaining in the first quarter, Mr. Gill. It's a lot of time.
A lot of time.
So the ball is actually on the 37. So 1st and 10 from the 37 for Pilot Point. 4:17 remaining in the first quarter. 22-7 is the score. They're going to pitch it to number 8, tailback, and he's going to be hit after a gain of 2 yards. It's Josh Chumley on the carry for the Bearcats.
I mean, I will give the Bearcat offense credit. I mean, they're going to stick to their guns. They know what they want to do. They want to line up across from you and go.
2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line. They have split receivers to both sides this time. Going to send number 12 in motion. They want to pitch it to the left. Can't see who that is. Number 2 on the carry. His first carry of the game, Ashton Williamson. He's going to be tackled about 3 yards short of the first down marker. 3rd and 3 coming up for Pilot Point.
Pilot Point is just, it's a me versus you sort of offense. Like they're gonna, what they're gonna do.
Staying true to their identity.
Absolutely. And I applaud teams that do that. Don't try to change because of maybe who you play or whatever. But stay true to what got you here. What got you here to this area around playoff.
3rd and 3 from the 44-yard line. 3 minutes on the dot remaining in the first quarter. They're going to pitch it again. Number 2, he's fighting his way to the down marker, and he picks up the first down by 2 yards. He needed 3. He got 5 on that carry. That's Ashton Williamson on the carry for the Bearcats once again.
He's a hard runner. He runs hard and gets north and south. And I mean, those are the characteristics of a good running back.
1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Bearcats will come to the line. Send number 12 in motion. He faked the handoff. Quarterback looking to pass. He's rolling. He throws it. And incomplete. As he was looking for number 12, Dawson David. Just a little high out of the reach of David. But if you're a Leopard, you like that.
I kind of figured that was going to be a pass because that's the first play, I believe, that the man's going in motion for Pilot Point.
Second. Last
okay.
time it was a pitch play.
Okay, but yeah, so not seeing that man in motion, a lot led me to believe that it was going to be a pass. And maybe, going forward the rest of this game, maybe our defense can pick up on small tendencies like that.
2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. They're going to hand it off to 24 this time. 24, that's Hunter Newman. Newman gained 7 yards on the carry for the Bearcats. 3rd and 3 coming up for Pilot Point with 2:15 remaining in the first quarter. 22-7 is the score. The Leopards lead by 15.
What was the running back's name again? Pilot Point.
They have a couple running backs. Which one you want me to name?
The one that just ran the
That was number 12, the receiver, Dawson Davis.
Dawson Davis, he led the boom there. He laid the boom. Sorry.
So we have movement up front. It's going to be false start called against the Bearcats. Actually, Mr. Gill, I lied to you. That was 24 Hunter Newman on that previous play. He was the ball carrier on the previous play, and he was the motion man on this play that drew the flag.
It's awesome to see the discipline in our Leopard front that they didn't, engage the offensive play.
So after the 5-yard penalty, it's 3rd and 9 from midfield for the Bearcats. 2:15 still remaining here in the first quarter, and they're going to pass it. He's looking to pass. It's caught. Trying to get to the down marker. He does. That's number 18, Caden David, just making an effort play. Cutting the burners on and stretching out to get that first down for the Bearcats.
I mean, effort will get you a long way, and obviously it did right there as they moved the chains.
1st and 10 from the 40 for Pilot Point.
I really appreciate that TV there, Mr. Huff. I can see our Leopards.
Send a man in motion. They're looking to pass once again. And incomplete as it's well short of the intended target, number 18, Caden David. Not sure if there was a miscommunication on the route being ran there or it just wasn't a pretty pass. Oh, it was tipped, actually. I think it was actually tipped. Thank you, Mr. Doty. Shout out, Mr. Doty, Zach Doty, in the booth with us tonight. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 40-yard line for Pilot Point. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Play clock's down to 8 seconds. They get the snap off in time. They hand it off inside. He bounces off of one tackle, but he's going to be brought down by a couple Leopards. It's number 8 on the carry.
They're swarming to the ball. Our Leopard defense is. I'm not sure what adjustments Coach Basinger made, but he got these guys flying to the ball, and they're wrapping up and taking you to the ground. So that's good to see.
3rd and 7. Ball is currently spotted on the 37-yard line. Bearcats trying to find a way to score. They hand it off on a reverse to 24. He's going to be brought down in the backfield by number 1 of the Leopards, Jaquan Johnson, one of the senior leaders here for this Leopard team. You see a great job there by Johnson.
Yeah, Jaquan's been one of our senior leaders this entire season, and he plays both sides, and he has a high motor, and he's the type of football player. He's a football player. He's not a wide receiver. He's not a linebacker, star type. He's a football player, and he makes football plays.
So there's a loss of 1 on the carry, so it's 4th and 8 for Pilot Point. Ball is spotted on the 38-yard line, and it looks as if they're going to keep the offense on the field as this is 4-down territory. Last time we saw them on a slip pass to score a touchdown, they call a timeout. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll come back with the 4th and 8 play from the 38-yard line right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. right, it's 4th and 8 from the 38-yard line with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Pilot Point's looking to pass. He throws it deep down the field, and it's incomplete. He had a receiver, number 12, Dawson David, but just out of his reach.
And that was, he was surrounded by 3 Leopards, I think.
He was.
And with
That was a
one coming.
perfect pass, and if he would have made that reception, possibly could have been a touchdown for the Bearcats, but instead it's a turnover on downs. The Leopards will come out 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line with 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
And as this game goes along, I hope that we can continue to capitalize on their mistakes, because the more we can capitalize on their mistakes, the bigger the cushion we can make for ourselves.
So the Leopards get out quickly, and the Bearcats are not even set. We have a wide-open receiver. That's number 7, Keelan Neal. He makes a move on a defender. Finally going to be brought down right at about the 30-yard line. So the Leopards came out of the huddle quickly. The Bearcats were taking their time.
Wide open.
They took advantage of it, had a wide-open receiver on both sides, to be honest. But regardless, it's 1st and 10 from the 30, and they're looking to pass once again. And it's caught. That's Weatherall. And he'll be chopped down right at the 13-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. I think the Leopards are trying to score before the end of the first as the ball rolled all the way out to the 25. Basinger runs over to grab it, throws it to the official to get the offense set.
Our offense is waiting on the chain crew. It's lovely.
They're going to fake the handoff to Taylor. Basinger has a hole, and they're going to throw a penalty flag as he crosses the goal line for a touchdown, but that'll come back as there will probably be a holding call. There's a holding call against the Leopards. There is 1 second remaining in the first quarter. But, that would have been perfectly executed touchdown play there.
On the replay in our box, I didn't see the hold, but hopefully we take a goal line strike here, an end zone strike, and we can reach that pay dirt before that 1 second mark.
So after the penalty, it'll be 1st and 20 from the 23-yard line for the Leopards, with 1 second remaining here in the first quarter of play. Come out with stacked receivers to both sides. Arian Taylor is the tailback. Basinger throws it. It's caught. That's a screen pass to Keelan Neal. And Neal will be forced out of bounds at about the 17. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter, with the Leopards leading 22-7 at the end of 1. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the second quarter of play live from Tyler. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. Welcome back. It's the start of the second quarter of play between the Leopards and the Pilot Point Bearcats. The Leopards lead 22-7. It's currently 2nd and 13 from the 16. Basinger looking to pass. It's a screen pass to the tailback, Arian Taylor. Taylor's inside the 5, and he'll fight his way into the end zone for another Liberty-Eylau Leopard touchdown, and the Leopards extend their lead 28-7. with the extra point pending.
Man, Mr. Taylor has really played inspired football ever since our little blunder at Jefferson, or against Jefferson, not at. but he's played, flawlessly the past few weeks.
Kendall Ford is out to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. 11:51 remaining in the first half. The Leopards lead 29-7. So we'll just stay right here as teams are moving along pretty quickly. Mr. Gill, give me a synopsis of what you've seen so far.
Well, from where I'm sit, I see that the Leopards should continue to keep their foot on the gas, eliminate the mistakes that they made to let them score. Don't let anyone behind you. Keep everything in front of you, and just play the man-on-man football that Pilot Point wants to play that maybe we could play just a little bit better. Because we do have depth. We have the athletes. And I just think we should continue to – it's like a pounding sort of thing. A pounding. Right now, we're 22 points ahead, and I think we should continue to add to that. And like I say, the more we can cut down our blunders and turnovers, the bigger cushion we can have heading into the second half.
So the Leopards are out to kick off to the Bearcats. Number 45, Kendall Ford, has the kickoff team set. Waiting on the kickoff. Back deep to return for Pilot Point is number 18, Caden David. Here we go. Mr. Ford. High, short pooch kick. Going to be fair caught by number 2 of the Bearcats at about the 37-yard line, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. So, last time out offensively, the Bearcats turned the ball over on downs after a 4th down play, trying to get inside the red zone, but just couldn't convert on a passing play on the last time out offensively. So we'll see what they decide to do on this drive. 11:51 remaining in the first half of play. Leopards up pretty big, 22-point lead, 29-7 is the score. Bearcats going to send a man in motion. They pitch it to number 18 on a sweep. Caden David, he'll pick up 4 yards on the first down carry. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bearcats.
Our defensive line and just that front, let me see, front 7. I had to count them all. I'm sorry. That front 7, they're shooting the gaps, they're filling their gaps, and they're shedding their blocks. What I'm seeing on the plays that you can stuff the running back behind the line of scrimmage. It's shedding blocks, Mr. Huff.
2nd and 6 from the 40-yard line. And same play this time to the opposite side to number 2, Ashton Williamson. Williamson is tackled just a yard short of the first down. At the 45-yard line, they need to get to the 46. 3rd and 1 for the Bearcats. What would you think they're going to do here, Mr. Gill?
Depending on if 24 goes in motion or not. If he doesn't go in motion, I think they're gonna run it. Let's see. No motion, man. Yeah, they're running.
Pitch it. Same play this time to number 2. He's met, but he did have forward progress, which was enough to pick up the first down. Brought down by number 20, Malik Stevens. Good to see him back in the ball game as he checked out just a little earlier with the injury.
Absolutely, because he's one of our young stars on this Leopard defense.
They needed a yard. They got 2. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line coming up for the Bearcats.
They're true to what they do, being slow to begin to play.
There's another sweep. They're going to toss it this time to number 11. He's going to be hit by number 9 after a gain of a yard. Nice tackle in the open field by number 9 of the Leopards, Zabrian Hawkins. 2nd and 9 coming up for Pilot Point. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. The Leopards leading 29-7 currently.
Yeah, Hawkins has had a great senior campaign. He's one of our thumpers on that back end.
Bearcats will come to the line. This time they pitch to number 18. He'll gain 3 yards on the carry, maybe about 4. Be third and about 5 coming up for Pilot Point from the 48-yard line.
And once again, you know, we continue to have the Bearcats in these third down situations. We just have to make a timely stop on one, which I think that we will with what Coach Basinger's doing defensively.
Game clock working its way down to about 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's at 8:42. They're going to send number 18 out to the right side. And they pitch it. He's going to look to pass it to 18, and it's incomplete. So nice little trick wrinkle there by Pilot Point, but just an overthrown pass intended for number 18, Caden David, and that'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Bearcats.
I don't know how, I don't know what, but their offensive coordinator on that other side, he knows a little bit.
And they've had opportunities to, you know, for this game to be closer. They just have not been able to convert on some of those passing attempts.
Yeah, not yet, but I mean, if they connect.
They can run on one for sure, but
it might be pay dirt.
They're going to go for it. It's 4th and 5, and they're going to keep it on the ground. That's 18, and he's going to be tackled well short of the first down, and that'll be another turnover on downs. And so the Leopards will come out 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line with 8:25 remaining in the first half. So the Bearcats, as we just kind of stated, Mr. Gill, they've had opportunities. It's just been mis-execution, to say the least.
Let's see what Coach Hall cooks up here on this on this next possession here.
So Trip Basinger brings the offense back out. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run a handoff to Arian Taylor. So he tossed it to Prevost on a jet sweep, and then he tosses it back to 18, Arian Taylor. Taylor gained 6 yards on the carry, 2nd and 4 from the 49-yard line. Basinger looking to pass. There's another, looked as if it was a screen pass set up, but instead he throws it to Prevost across the middle, who takes the lick. There is a penalty flag thrown as well. So it is a substitution infraction against the defense. Prevost a little shaken up, but he seems to be fine. He's going to stay in the ball game. That'll be an automatic first down after the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Leopards.
That was good concentration by Mr. Prevost there on that completion.
The Leopards have trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. Basinger will move Arian Taylor from right to left. They hand it off to Taylor up the middle. He's trying to get out of a tackle. A great job there by number 72 of Pilot Point, just holding on for dear life. Daniel Madrano. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. The Leopards will get set quickly. They fake the handoff to Taylor. They're going to throw it. He's looking for Prevost. Prevost has a step. It's caught. And touchdown, Leopards. Dequan Prevost from number 2. Trip Basinger from 41 yards out, and the Leopards extend their lead 35-7 with the extra point pending.
Well, you know, you get to see it every day, but now, you know, people are seeing it from Texarkana Pilot Point. And
snap is back, kick is up, extra point attempt is good.
But Mr. Dequan Prevost has been considered, you know, one of the top wide receivers in the country for some time now, and I'm glad he gets to put it on display, like in big games like this in the area around. 3 touchdowns already?
Two.
Sorry.
2 touchdowns for Prevost. That's 3 passing touchdowns from Trip Basinger, 2 to Prevost and 1 to Jay-Sean Weatherall. So the Leopards lead 36-7 with 7:36 remaining in the first half. And while we have a second, we do want to shout out our game sponsors. This game is being brought to you by C&D Mechanical, Near Me Roofing and Contracting, American Automotive, Keisha with the Keys, Millway Federal Credit Union, and Phone Pros. Shout out to all of our fine game sponsors for bringing you this game. If you're watching via Texarkana Game Day or the NFHS app. However you got it tonight, folks.
Looking forward to maybe an onside kick attempt.
Yeah, you never know. So Kendall Ford is out. Kendall Ford is out to kick off for the Leopards. Back deep to return for Pilot Point is number 18, Caden David. So you're wrong, Mr. Gill. It's not an onside kick. Uh-oh, the ball's on the ground. And fortunately, he falls on it. That's number 10, Dravion James, who accidentally touched it trying to field I won't say accidentally. He was trying to field the kickoff, and he accidentally lost it is what happened. But fortunately for him, he does fall on it. So they'll have 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line with 7:35 remaining in this first half.
Well, maybe Pilot Point might, change up their offense a little bit, because I think the ground game is eating away precious clock, and I think they might need a little bit of time to, throw it in the air and do something different here.
I will say, Mr. Gill, they did have a come from behind victory last week against Mejia.
Absolutely, but I'm not sure if Mejia has the same athletes.
Yeah,
I'm
not sure it was 29 points either, but they're going to hand it off to number 8. That's Josh Chumley. The ball's on the ground, and they're going to blow it dead. So the ball was on the ground, but they said Chumley was down. So fortunately for Pilot Point, it's now a turnover, because it would have been a scoop and score easily for the Leopards, as they had a pack of Leopards just celebrating their way to the end zone. Yeah, for sure. Jaquan Johnson, he definitely wanted that touchdown. But anyways, it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats from the 23-yard line. They're going to hand it off to 8. There's a penalty flag thrown. And since number 8, Chumley once again on the carry. He gained a yard, but there is a penalty flag thrown.
That delayed handoff was he did it perfectly. Did you see how
I did.
Yeah, that was perfect.
So the penalty is called chop block against the offense.
I know some of our people at home may not be able to see the play, the listeners on the radio, but it was almost like the Statue of Liberty, when Boise effectively did it the right way. And that delayed handoff, it looked great. Good execution by the Bearcats.
So it's a loss of 23 yards after the penalty. It's 13 yards. It's 2nd and 23. I was reading the scoreboard. It's 2nd and 23, loss of 13. They're going to pitch it to 18. And he'll gain most of the yards back that they lost. Well, I'd say about half of it. Gained 6. The 3rd, about 15 coming up. It's actually a gain of 8 yards on the previous play.
That was good defensive prowess. The way the safety came down and crashed in the main
Yes,
play.
he had running room for sure.
Yes, he did. Because if that play wasn't made by the safety, the band might have been cranking up instruments on the other side.
5:45 remaining in the first half. It's 3rd and 15 from the 17-yard line, and they're going to call a timeout. So Pilot Point elects to take a timeout as the quarterback took the snap. So we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back with the 3rd down play live on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. right, and here we go. We're back live. It's 3rd and 15 from the 17. Pilot Point elects to pass it. It's caught. But he's going to be tackled well short of the first down. So it'll be 4th down and 11 for Pilot Point. So they're going to elect to punt it, as they're definitely not in 4-down territory this time, Mr. Gill.
No, sir, they're not, and they're making a smart play.
So the punter is Anthony Torres, number 80. Back deep to return for the Leopards is number 12, DeQuan Prevost, standing at the 45-yard line. Punts it directly to Prevost, who fills it at the 45, and he has room. He crosses the 40. Oh, man, he hurdles over a defender. And he's finally going to step out of bounds right at about the 31-yard line. But, whoa, DeQuan Prevost straight hurdled the man who wanted to tackle him. And that was a long jump, so to speak. Look at him on the replay here in the booth, Mr. Gill.
Wow.
So we know you can't see the replay at home, but fortunately for us here in the booth, we have a monitor that shows us the replay, and Prevost with a perfectly executed hurdle.
It was.
And he landed out of bounds, which is no other better place to land when you're doing that. 1st and 10 from the 31 for the Leopards. Basinger looking to pass. He throws it, and there's a pulling of a jersey going on. There is no penalty flag, but there was a lot of jersey pulling going on. You can see Coach Willard running out to the official, letting them know, hey, that's definitely flag worthy.
I thought he threw it when Prevost ran past him.
You can hear the boos ringing from the Leopard faithful here on the home side here in Tyler. They're a little upset about that, and I can't blame them, because he definitely had Prevost the whole time down the field.
I mean, I understand that young man's frustration.
Empty set, and they're going to run it with Basinger. Basinger gets across the 20 down to the 18-yard line, which is enough to move the chains. Trip Basinger calling his own number. They keep the same formation, empty set, 4 receivers to the right side. Prevost is a single receiver to the left. So screen pass this time caught by Jayshon Weatherall. He's trying to make something happen. He'll gain about 5 yards on the reception.
That's you see the defensive back on this side. What he did at the snap of the ball. He ran back 20 yards and ran back. That's some effective coaching too. Like I don't know. I wouldn't give up more plays.
2nd and 6. They're going to throw a pass to Prevost. He makes the reception. He gets out of a couple tackles. They'll throw a penalty flag. We'll see what the flag is going to be called for, as really nobody over there but Prevost and a defender. I call a face mask is the call. It's a face mask against the Bearcats, which will give the Leopards 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Actually, the 3-yard line.
Hopefully our O-line can hold their blocks here in the red zone.
3:50 remaining in the first half. The Leopards trying to extend their lead. Basinger looking to pass it. He's under pressure. And incomplete. It was almost intercepted, as he was looking for Gabe Jarvis at the back of the end zone. But Pilot Point did a good job of getting to Tripp quickly. He threw it, but fortunately, it was incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 3. Basinger going to keep it himself. He's trying to stretch it out, and he does get across the goal line for another Liberty-Eylau Leopard touchdown, and the Leopards now lead 42-7 with 3:37 remaining in the first half. Number 45, Kendall Ford, will come out to attempt the extra point.
Hopefully Mr. Ford is money. It's been money all season.
Trip Basinger is the holder. Snap is back, kick is up, and it's good. 3:37 remaining in the first half. The Leopards lead 43-7. We'll take a break. Come back with the final 3.5 minutes of this first half right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
My name is Cedric Harris. I'm here with Swing Lab Baseball Academy on behalf of Randall Glass. We're excited to add to the fabric of this strong baseball community. We're proud to have used Lone Star Heating and Air as our HVAC provider. Lone Star aligns well with our core values of it being a locally owned family business. We know that we're in good hands with Lone Star due to their reliability and expertise, the quality equipment, and the ease of communication in case any breakdowns happen. We know that we'll be able to get things taken care of.
So today we're here at Swing Lab. We just want to let everyone know that we do commercial projects and we'd be glad to help you out. We do offer preventative maintenance programs as well. We've invested in a nice mobile trailer. We can do your rooftop units, your ground units, whatever you may need. So in the future, if you need anything, please give us a call at Lone Star Heating and Air. We would be glad to take care of all your heating and cooling needs.
All right, and welcome back to Trinity Mother Frances Stadium here in Tyler, where the Leopards currently lead 43-7 after the rushing touchdown of quarterback Trip Basinger. So we have 3:37 remaining in this first half of play. It's been a offensive explosion in this first half, Mr. Gill.
It has been. It's been an offensive explosion. It's been an offensive explosion for the good guys. And, I mean, we put up 42 and there's still a little time left. What do you think about that, Mr. Huff?
There's always plenty of time for the Leopards, as we've seen them score quickly all season long. So after the penalty, there was a penalty flag on the extra point attempt. The Leopards were kicking off from the 45-yard line. They do an onside kick, and the Bearcats recover. They're going to push the return man backwards. They give them forward progress, and they'll have 1st and 10 coming up from their own 33-yard line with 3:36 remaining in this first half. During the halftime portion of this game, we'll let you enjoy the tunes of the Leopard Marching Band, as well as the Bearcat Marching Band of Pilot Point. Bearcats come back out, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 3.5 minutes remaining. Trying to find a way to put some points on the board, as they've had opportunities tonight, but just have not been able to convert on some big plays, Mr. Gill.
Yeah, I know they hope that one of those plays will eventually stick.
They're going to hand it off to number 8, Josh Chumley. Chumley gains 4 yards on the first down carry. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bearcats. 36-yard line. Game clock working its way down to 3 minutes on the dot. Leopards leading pretty big here through what is almost 2 full quarters. 43-7 is our score. Bearcats will come out on the wing tee set. There's a toss to number 2 this time, Williamson. He's going to be hit in the backfield by number 11 of the Leopards. That's DeAtre Martin on the stop.
He's been a force to reckon with in the middle there from his defensive tackle position. Oh, no, okay, so he's on the outside now.
It's a loss of a yard, 3rd and 7 coming up for Pilot Point from the 35-yard line, 2:22 remaining in this first half of play. The Leopards try to get another 3rd down stop, force another punt. 13 is going to drop back to pass. He's rolling, it's caught. And they pick up the 1st down. The ball is on the ground, but they blow it dead. It's number 18, Caden David of the Bearcats, made the reception. He picked up enough for the 1st down before DeAtre Martin brought him down at the 42-yard line. 1:55 remaining here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 42 for Pilot Point.
That fumble looked a little.
Well, we have replay in the booth, but they don't have it anywhere else, so we can't argue that. But anyways, they're going to pitch it to number 2, Williamson, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. by a few Leopards, led by number 20, Malik Stevens on that stop. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bearcats with 1:20 remaining in the first half. The Bearcats do receive the kickoff to start the second half of play as the Leopards got the ball to start the game. Game clock working its way inside of 1 minute, down to 57 seconds. Play clock down to 7 seconds. They got to move quickly. And they call their final timeout of the first half with the play clock at 1 second. So we'll take a 30-second break and we'll come back with 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Pilot Point Bearcats. You're listening to Leopard Football right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Craving fajitas but short on time? That's not a problem. Just give us a call and place your order, and we will have them ready for you with no lines or waiting. With same ingredients and the same freshness every day. If life moves fast, so do we. No time to waste. Satisfy your cravings today.
All right, and welcome back to Tyler, Texas. There's 55 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The Leopards lead 43-7 against the Pilot Point Bearcats. It's 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line for Pilot Point. And we'll see what the Bearcats decide to do with 55 seconds remaining in this first half of play. It's number 12 in motion. This time we're going to pitch it to number 8, Chumley. Chumley gains about 6 yards on the carry. 2nd and 4 coming up for Pilot Point. 40 seconds remaining in the first half. They do not have any timeouts remaining. So they cannot stop the clock. It's working its way down to 28 seconds now. They're taking their time getting to the line. 2nd and 3rd and 5, excuse me. They're going to roll out to pass, and it's caught. I believe that's 21 on the reception. Jordan Young of the Bearcats, and that's enough to move the chains for Pilot Point with 16 seconds remaining in the first half. They're going to get to the line quickly, and they spike it. Clock stops with 11 seconds. The Bearcats have 11 seconds, 46 yards to go. Try to put some points on the board before the half.
Their OC, I like his intuitiveness to get his guys up and spike the ball. He's conscious of the time. I like the way he's thinking. I like what he's got going on. Besides the, obvious.
2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line, and they throw a screen pass. The ball hit the ground.
That's still a...
So backwards pass, and it's intercepted. So they ruled it a backwards pass. The receiver throws it, but it's intercepted by number 1 of the Leopards, Jaquan Johnson. And that'll be the final play of the first half. And the Leopards will go into the half leading 43-7. So we'll take an extended break, allow you to enjoy the tunes of both bands. And when we come back, we'll have the second half of play live from Earl Campbell Field here at Trinity Mother Francis Stadium. You're listening to Leopard Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
All right, let's welcome the Pilot Point varsity and JV cheerleaders. Introducing senior captain and All-American Dakota Smallskiss. Senior captain Hannah Warren. Senior Riley York. Senior Addie Short. Senior Braylon Mercado. Senior Mika Huss. Senior Haley Diaz. Junior Brenna Jezik. Junior Chloe Pell. Junior and two-time American J.C. Chandler. Junior Dayton DeLeon. Junior and All-American Peyton Gooden. Junior Brooklyn Bailey. Sophomore Raven Gracie. Sophomore Vanessa Escalante. Sophomore Haley Brennan. Sophomore Austin Crow. Accompanied by our JV squad and our mascot. Coached by Sarah Wooten. 24 to 25R, Captain Eva Moya. First Lieutenant Phasia Cooper. Second Lieutenant Amari Hodge. The Dazzlers salute their teachers, administrators, and staff of LEISD. Tonight, our captain, Eva Moya, will command from the sidelines. Now, the award-winning Dazzlers complete their show with a special routine to the classic song Glam by Christina Aguilera and a salute to all drill team members and dancers. Let's get going. Let's get going. Dazzlers would like to thank all the Dazzler sponsors for this year who have generously donated to the Dazzlers. Your support has been appreciated this year. Platinum level sponsor Mikhail Hamilton. Silver level sponsor Timothy Brown and R&R. Bronze level sponsors are Gigi, Michelle Johnson, Mercedes Nard, and Mark Gibb. Friends and family sponsors Ashley and Naya Richards, Tungler Smith, Catherine Gibson, Sheila Duke, Dolores May, Jeanette Johnson, Larry Clardy, Cassandra Edwards, and Joyce Cooper. The Dazzlers thank all our LEISD administration, teachers, and staff, and thank them for their support. This has been the voice of the Dazzlers, Courtney Banks. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Liberty-Eylau Leopard Pride Band is proud to present under the field command of drum majors Alani White, Joaquin Houston, and Carissa Hood, our UIL competition production.
Nice work. Come on, man. Hey, I told her later, I said, man, he didn't know that was me. I did, yeah. How you been, brother? I'm good, bro. You look good. Try to go win. Yeah. I seen it, man. Yeah, I was taking off one with, y'all went against Trey there. Okay. That was tough for that. He knew it.
All right, and we're back live from Tyler, Texas, as we begin the second half of play between the Liberty-Eylau Leopards and the Pilot Point Bearcats, where the Leopards lead 43-7 here at the start of the second half of play. And Kendall Ford, the kicker for the Leopards, has the ball set on the tee. And here we go. Kickoff's going to be fielded at the 24-yard line. That's number 21 on the return for Pilot Point. He's crossing the 45-yard line down to the 47. That's number 21 on the return, Jordan Young. So the Bearcats will come out 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line, trying to get something flowing in this second half, Mr. Bew.
Yeah, that was a positive return. And then to add another foul, that was a positive return for the Bearcats. And I mean, coming into this second half down, 36? Yes,
sir.
I can't see that well. Down 36, you want the favorable field position, which you're getting on your plus side, and you also wanted a positive return, which you just got right there.
So the Bearcats come out 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. They're going to hand it off to number 18, It's Caden David, and David is rolling. He's inside the 20, still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down at the 11-yard line. So Pilot Point comes out the locker room, and they're moving and grooving through one play, Mr. Gill.
Yes, sir. They came out of intermission hungry, obviously, from the kickoff return to now the first play of the second half. It's like a completely different squad. But we have to continue to keep our foot on the gas and minimize our mistakes, both defensively and offensively.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for Pilot Point after the carry, and they're going to hand it off to number 18 once again, and he'll be met in the backfield for a loss of about a yard. It's Caden David, the ball carrier for Pilot Point.
Let's see what the Bearcats come up with on this second down.
2nd and 11 after the loss of 1. They'll pitch it to 8 Chumley. Chumley will gain 2 yards on the carry.
Chumley's been running hard all night between the tackles. Good player.
So it'll be third and 10. Coming up for Pilot Point with 10:18 remaining in this third quarter. 43-7 is the score. The Leopards lead. 13, the quarterback, Evans, looking to pass. He's rolling out. He jump passes. It is intercepted. The Leopards come away with another takeaway. And I believe that's number James Gooden. I couldn't see the number, but we catch it on the replay here on our monitor in the booth, and that was James Gooden with the interception for the Leopards, and the Leopards have 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line with 9:59 remaining here in this third quarter.
Mr. Gooden has been making plays for our Leopards defense all season long. He has a bright future for the Leopards.
So Trip Basinger brings the offense out for the first time in this second half of play. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. They have 3 receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left. Basinger looking to pass. It's caught. That's Jayshawn Weatherall on a screen pass. He makes a move on a defender, still on his feet. Finally going to be brought down across the 25-yard line down to the 27. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. They'll get to the line quickly. They switched receivers this time. Trips is to the left side, single receiver to the right. They have movement. They're going to blow it dead.
Looks like encroachment from up here.
It is. It's going to be offsides on the defense with contact, which will be 5 yards on the positive side for the Leopards. 1st and 5 instead of 1st and 10. .935 remaining here in the third quarter.
I like the way the Leopards have, kept their foot on the gas offensively.
Basinger takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff to Arian Taylor. He throws it. It's caught. That's Prevost. Oh, Prevost makes a man miss, and he just steps out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
That's impressive with the ball in his hands.
It is enough to move the chains for the Leopards. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Basinger looking to pass once again. He'll just throw it into the dirt as everyone was pretty much covered, excuse me. That'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. .9:10 remaining in this third quarter. We have another free play, should be. There's the penalty flag. He throws it up, and it's caught, but I think they blew it dead prior to the pass. Be another offsides against the defense. 5-yard forward movement for the Leopards once again. 2nd and 5 coming up after the penalty.
And our Leopard offense is continuing to move the ball and getting chunk plays. And hopefully Coach Hall dials up a chunk play to get some points here.
Leopards keep it on the ground this time with Arian Taylor. Taylor gains exactly 5 yards, which is enough to move the chains. As it was 1st and 5, they get set quickly. They fake the handoff. Baysinger has a man with a step. It's Weatherall. It's caught, and the Leopards strike again. Touchdown, Leopards. Jason Weatherall with the reception from quarterback number 2, Trip Baysinger, from 45 yards out. The Leopards extend their lead 49-7 with the extra point pending.
That's number 2 for Mr. Weatherall, and he has just, he's been lights out the second half of the season.
Moving forward out to attempt the extra point, and it's good. The Leopards have reached the century mark, Mr. Gill, 50 points. 50-7 is the score with 8:49 remaining here in this 3rd quarter of play. We'll take a break. We'll come back with some more Liberty-Eylau Leopard football right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day. All right, we're back live from Tyler. The Leopards kick it off to the Pilot Point Bearcats. And we have a touchback on the kickoff, which might be the first touchback we've seen all season.
Yeah, I think it is.
We've seen a lot of onside kicks, but I don't think we've seen a touchback.
I haven't seen one of those, but it was refreshing to see.
Correct.
Was that Mr. Ford that kicked that?
It was Mr. Ford that kicked that.
Okay, I saw the freshman. I forgot his name.
His name is on our roster.
Wait, it is right here. Wait, no.
It's Mr. Michael Polk.
Yes, Mr. Polk.
So, anyways, after the touchback, the Bearcats have 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line with 8:49 remaining here in this 3rd quarter of play. Trailing by 43 points. 50-7 is the score currently. Quarterback Evans hands it off inside to number 8, Chumley. Chumley gains 6 yards on the 1st down carry. Actually give him 7. 2nd and 3 coming up for Pilot Point.
That was a good play by our defensive front. They've been penetrating all night. They're shedding blocks. They're using their hands. They've been active. So shouts out to those guys in that front 4.
Bearcats are taking their time, breaking the huddle. They come to the line, they get set. Evans hands it off to Williamson. Williamson stretches it out. He picks up the 1st down across the 40, down to the 38-yard line. Number 2, Ashton Williamson of the Bearcats on the carry. 1st and 10 from the 42 for Pilot Point.
Do you remember what the time marker was when they took over?
I don't. Not on the dot.
But I see, like, their offense, they take up chunks of time.
So keep it on the ground. So number 18 this time around. It's Caden David. David picks up 4 on the carry. 2nd and 6 coming up from the 46-yard line for the Bearcats. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. trying to come away with another stop. Ball back over to the offense. I see number 18, Arian Taylor, actually warming up on the sideline, Mr. Gill.
Yeah. That's kind of like our victory formation when he goes in the quarterback.
Bearcats will keep it on the ground with Chumley. He'll gain 2 yards on the carry. 3rd and short coming up. 3rd and about 3 for Pilot Point.
Handoff goes to Williamson. Stevens and Brown tonight on the tackle.
Here we go. 3rd down and 3. 6:36 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Pitch it to number 18.
Caden Davis.
Caden Davis, and he picks up the 1st down for Pilot Point. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bearcats.
They, I don't know. They're not playing with as much urgency as I thought that they would coming out of the half.
They'll hand it off to the tailback, number 8, Chumley, once again.
Ball on the ground.
Ball did come out. The Leopards are pointing as if they recovered. And though there's no signal from the officials just yet. There it is. They give it to the Leopards. Leopards come away with another takeaway. That's number 4 on the night for this Leopard defense.
That was impressive. That was impressive by Coach Basinger's defense to come out with the ball. So now the ticker's at 5:56. I believe they started the possession maybe at the 9-minute mark, maybe 10. Just under 9 minutes. So, I mean, they almost took off 4 minutes off the clock and only made it to like a little bit past midfield. So kudos to Coach Basinger and his defense.
So the Leopards come back out 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line after the turnover. Basinger going to pass. It's a screen pass set up to tailback number 1, Jaquan Johnson. Jaquan crosses midfield and he's moving and grooving. He's inside the 20. Finally going to be brought down at the 18-yard line. This number 1, Jaquan Johnson, with his first snap offensively tonight. It's a screen pass to him out of the backfield. He does the rest. 1st and 10 from the 18. They hand it off to Johnson this time. He'll be tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Pound for pound, I believe Mr. Jaquan Johnson is one of the better football players in East Texas. He does it all for us, and he puts that talent, skill, and what he can do on display weekly for the Leopards, offensively and defensively.
2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. Basinger looking to pass. He throws it, and incomplete. So he's looking for number 7, Keelan Neal. Just a little high, and actually a defender there for the Bearcats. Number 3 is in coverage. That'll bring up 3rd and 11. With 5:07 remaining here in this 3rd quarter of play. 50-7 is our score. The Leopards lead by 43 points. Mason will look over to the sideline, get the call from the offensive staff. Here's Jaquan Johnson over to his left side. Hand it off to Johnson. He gets out of one tackle. Oh, gets out of another, still on his feet. He'll be brought down after a hard-fought gain of just a yard. But, nice effort play there by Johnson, trying to make something work out of nothing.
Absolutely. Mr. Johnson was running hard. I saw earlier when he came out with a hand injury, the fact that he's playing through it shows the toughness of one of our senior leaders, and just shows how much this team means to him and how much, the Liberty-Eylau football program means to him, playing what I could presume being slightly injured in the second half.
It's 4th and 11. The Leopards elect to go for it. They're on the 19-yard line. Basinger looking to pass. He throws it into the end zone. And it's swatted away for an incompletion, which will be a turnover on downs. He's looking for number 12, Daquan Prevost, in the end zone. But there's no penalty flags. Ball was swatted away, and that'll give the ball back over to Pilot Point with 4:16 remaining in this third quarter of play. They'll have 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line, their own 19-yard line, coming up here shortly.
And thinking about that play, was number 12, did he have a couple people covering him?
Yeah, there's a couple people in coverage in the end zone. It was just a jump ball.
Yeah. So, it's all right. It'll be okay.
So, number 13, the quarterback, Mr. Evans, brings the offense of Pilot Point back out. They're lined up in the shotgun this time around, and Evans keeps it himself, and he'll gain about 2 yards on the carry. So, Mr. Gill, you called it. You said you wouldn't be surprised if they switched up their offensive scheme here. That's what they elect to do here on this position.
Yeah, I would be testing some DBs in that back end a little bit more here with me.
2nd and 7 after the 3-yard carry. 3:40 remaining in the third quarter, and they're going to hand it off to number 8, Chumley. Will be tackled just a couple yards short of the first down marker, maybe about 3. 3rd and 3 coming up. It's a gain of 4 for Chumley.
Mr. Hare ran right through the middle of the offense on that last play.
3rd and 3, they keep it on the ground with number 18, Ashton Davis. Excuse me, Caden Davis. Similar names along this roster I've called tonight, Mr. Gill.
Yeah, I think they're Davis, might be brothers. You got Caden and
Ashton
Williams.
Yep. And there's a Dawson David.
Yeah.
So there's a couple Davids along this roster.
It's a popular name there in Pilot Point.
So he does pick up the first down. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line with 2:43 remaining here in the third quarter. Evans looked to hand it off, but the Leopards swarmed him on the backfield, and he's going to be brought down before he can even get the handoff delivered to the tailback. That'll be a loss of about a yard or 2. So it'll be 2nd and 11 from the 30-yard line with 2:15 remaining in the third quarter. Just to give you a few scores from around the Texarkana area. Texarkana Pleasant Grove defeated Farmersville tonight big. 63-7 was the final score. Jefferson, one of our district opponents, currently leads Grandview 56-18 in the third quarter. So Evans is going to roll out to pass for a Pilot Point on 2nd and 11. He's under pressure. He throws it in. It's intercepted. That's number 8, Serlio Creer Jr. with the interception, but there is a penalty flag at about the 44-yard line. Not sure what the penalty is for, as the interception had already happened when the flag came out. So there's an illegal receiver downfield for the Bearcats. The Leopards will decline the penalty, which the turnover will stand, and that is the 5th turnover tonight for this Leopard defense. 3rd interception.
That was a really athletic play by Mr. Creer. He showed his versatility. He showed that he's not just a defensive lineman, but he is an outside linebacker. He shows that he has the skill set and tools that possibly may translate to the next level. I'm proud of Mr. Creer, and that's a heck of a play.
So the offense will come back out 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. We have a new quarterback into the game. Trip Basinger has done his duties for tonight, and Arian Taylor is the new quarterback. Taylor will keep it on the ground on 1st down. Taylor gains 6 yards on the 1st down carry. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Leopards.
I saw how he kind of was tackled gingerly a little bit. I'm a little worried there from Mr. Taylor. I know he knows how to baseball slide.
Number 14, Zay Welch, is in at the tailback spot. And Hand it off to Welch. Welch is going to be tackled after a gain of 1. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Leopards with just over a minute remaining in this third quarter. To give you some more scores from around the area that might matter here, folks, over the next couple weeks as we move forward into the playoffs. The Malakoff Tigers currently lead Maypearl Panthers 63-0 in the third quarter of play. Winsboro, the Leopards, or the winner of this game, Pilot Point, will face the winner of the Winsboro-Palmer game next week. The score is 34-7. Winsboro leads at the half. So we have a penalty flag as the Leopards were attempting to run the third down play. There's a false start called against the Leopards, which bagged them up 5 yards.
This third quarters went kind of fast.
It's 3rd and 9 for the Leopards. 33 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Leopards will have to run at least one more play. Taylor hands it off inside to Welch. Welch will get down to about the 26-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 4. They're going to keep the offense on the field. 10 seconds remaining, and we might just wait till the fourth quarter for the fourth down play. And I think we will, as there's 2 seconds remaining on the game clock, and that'll be the final play of this third quarter as the Leopards lead big, 50-7 at the end of 3. We'll take a break and come back with the final quarter live from Tyler. You're listening to Liberty-Eylau Level Football on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game. Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter between the Leopards and the Bearcats. The Leopards have 4th and 4, and they're going to keep it on the ground with Arian Taylor, and Taylor is going to pick up the first down. As he only needed 4 yards, he gained 6 on the carry, and that'll be enough to move the chains for Liberty-Eylau.
That was a good hard run by our sophomore tailback. He found the hole on the outside. He hit it real quick and got the yards needed for the first down.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Leopard offense. They're going to keep it on the ground with Zay Welch. Welch gains 2 yards on the carry. It's another one of our young sophomores, Zay Welch, who plays a lot on the defensive side of the ball, but occasionally you get to see him tote the ball as well. Hand it off to Welch once again, and he's going to be hit hard by a Bearcat, but he does pick up 3 yards on the carry. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Leopards.
Glad to see Mr. Welch get up. That was a nasty hit towards the end there.
So Arian Taylor will move Welch from right to left. Hands it off to Welch once again. Welch trying to fight his way to the down marker, but he's going to be tackled a couple yards short. We'll bring up a 4th and about 2 for this Leopard offense. 4th and, let's see where they spotted. It's 4th and 3 from the 14-yard line with 10.5 minutes remaining in the game. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Taylor will keep it himself. There's a penalty flag as he gains the first down, but as I stated, there is a flag, so we'll see what the call will be.
It's a good run, another good run by Taylor.
There's a holding call against the Leopards. Which will be a 10-yard penalty.
Another good run by Taylor, but it's negated by a mental blunder on offense.
Thought you didn't want that burger you got over there, buddy.
Sure. You know. You already know.
4th and 13 after the penalty. 10:15 remaining in this ball game. The Leopards are going to go for it. Arian Taylor, he has a screen set up. It's caught by Zay Welch, but Welch is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, which will be a turnover on downs, and the Leopards will give the ball back over to the Bearcats. 10:03 remaining in the ball game. So, those of you who are viewing this game via Texarkana Game Day, we currently have the bracket displayed for you of 3A Division I Region 2. The winner of this game will move on to the third round of the state playoffs to face the winner of Winsboro and Palmer. Winsboro currently leads that game at the half. And from the looks of it, from the scores that I just stated a couple minutes ago, Malakoff, if they can hang on, will move forward, as well as Jefferson, which will set up a big-time matchup next week between the 3-time defending state champion Malakoff Tigers and our district champion, the Jefferson Bulldogs. So it should be a big weekend next week for Thanksgiving weekend, Mr. Gee.
It's going to be a great weekend of football, especially in Liberty-Eylau.
So on the first play of the drive, the snap hits the turf, and the Leopards recover the fumble, which is the 6th takeaway for this Leopard defense in this ball game. Possibly in a game, yes, sir, I believe it is.
That record, 6 takeaways, maybe?
I don't know about a record, but it's the most this season for sure.
Yes.
But we get to see the Leopard offense once again come out 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
I mean, for 6 takeaways in a game, you still have a full quarter left. That's pretty much having your way.
9:58 remaining in the ball game. The Leopards will come back out on offense. 1st and 10 from the 24. So Arian Taylor is the quarterback. He'll hand it off to number 14, Zay Welch. Welch moving. He's across the 20 down to the 15, and they'll push him out of bounds at the 14-yard line. That's sophomore Zay Welch on the carry. It's enough to move the chains for the Leopards. 1st and 10 coming up from the 14-yard line.
He looked good on that run. Kept his feet going north and south. He stuck his foot. Got in there.
Taylor takes the snap. He'll hand it off inside to Welch once again, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage by number 33 of Pilot Point, David Breckel. Second and 11.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the screen ahead. Don't make any Black Friday plans, Mr. Huff. If we can hold on, hopefully we'll be playing next weekend.
Taylor takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. He'll gain 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
I like Willard's version of controlling the clock. You know, guys, I think it's an implementation. Don't get out of bounds. You know, if a guy comes close to you, you curl up, let him tackle you in bounds, and you know, Coach Willard has a method behind his coaching genius.
It's 3rd and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Leopards with 8:15 remaining in this ball game. So we'll move Gabe Jarvis from left to right. Hand it off inside to Welch. Welch finds the hole, but he'll be tackled about 6 yards short of the first down marker, which will bring up 4th and 7 for the Leopards.
And just for reference, the backfield we're looking at and the offense we're looking at very well may be the Leopards' offense of the future. It's a possibility. Not saying it is, but it's a possibility. Being how young they are, they're both 10th graders. They're both very good athletes.
The future is bright.
Very bright on South Lake Drive.
Here we go. It's 4th and 7 from the 11-yard line. Taylor going to look to pass. He throws it into the end zone, and it's caught. That's number 24, Colin Evans on the reception for the Liberty-Eylau Leopard touchdown, and the Leopards extend their lead 56-7 with the extra point pending.
Colin has been a breath of fresh air for the wide receiver corps. I mean, he's a state champion baseball player. He has that champion mindset, mind frame, and I think that some of that kind of rubbed off on some of his peers in his wide receiver room.
Yeah, so as Mr. Doty just said, he recently picked up a local offer for baseball from Texas A&M University in Texarkana. Him and a couple other Leopard state champion baseball players as well. But there's a penalty flag on the extra point attempt, a legal substitution. So Leopards lose 5 yards. Kendall Ford will remain out to attempt the extra point. Number 2, Trip Basinger is the holder. Snap is back. Kick is up and straight down the middle. Good. So 7:23 remaining in the ball game. 57-7 is the score. So we'll take a 30-second break and we'll come back with the final 7.5 minutes of this ball game right here on 107.1 KTFS and on Texarkana Game Day.
I'm Brooklyn Stevens, General Manager and Marketing Director for Local Habit Coffee Company. Local Habit exists to spark a revival of local communities and the beauty they inherently possess by bringing people together over exceptional third-wave coffee. We then want them to take the joy and good vibes they get from us out into their local town and go make something good happen.
One of our top priorities is providing exceptional customer service. We want to make sure our customers left better than when they came in. Our customers should walk away thinking about how incredible their coffee was, how nice and genuine their barista was, and how inviting and comforting our space is.
Come by today and enjoy a hot cup of coffee with us.
All right, and welcome back to Earl Campbell Field here at Trinity Mother Francis Stadium here in Tyler. The Leopards lead 57-7. With 7:23 remaining in the ball game.
Tongue twister.
Man, that's a lot of words, Mr. Guild, for a stadium name, huh?
I'm glad you're saying it and not me, sir. I'm glad you're saying it and not me.
Ooh, lucky me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kendall Ford is out to kick off for the Leopards. It's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. Oh, he has a nice return set up. It's number 10 on the return for Pilot Point. Fabian James.
I will say, we've gotten spoiled here at, what's the name of the stadium?
I'm not saying all that.
Okay, well, at Earl Campbell
Roll,
Field.
exactly, Roll Stadium.
We've been spoiled here.
Man, I had a ride from the field all the way up to the press box. They gave me a ride in a presidential golf cart. It wasn't just a normal golf cart. It had like 10 seats in it, and that was the only person that they were driving in it.
He's such a great guy. He waited 20 minutes for me to get done talking and came back and got me. Yes,
and I told him I was going to shout him out, and I can't remember his name, but shout out to him. He does it every Friday, he told me.
Appreciate it.
So shout out to the first-class hospitality they have here in Tyler for sure.
Absolutely.
So anyways, the Pilot Point Bearcats come out 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. We're going to keep it on the ground with the quarterback, number 13, Garrett Evans, who we not called his name much tonight as he's mainly handed off, but he does have a passing touchdown, which is their only touchdown in this ball game. 2nd and 7 after the gain of 3 by Evans. This time Evans pitches it to David. David picks up the first down all the way across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. It's enough to move the chains for Pilot Point with 6:39 remaining in the ball game. We have an injured player on the field. Looks as if it's one of the Leopards. So we'll take a break while they attend to the injured player on the field right here on 107.1 KTFS and Texarkana Game Day. All right, we're back live after the injured player. So he's off to trot off under his own power. Currently, the Pilot Point Bearcats have 1st and 10, and they're going to pitch it to number 18, Caden David. David picks up 12 yards, which is enough to move the chains for the Bearcats. It's 1st and 10 for Pilot Point from the Leopard 31-yard line.
I'm thoroughly impressed at seeing our Leopard defense still play with some competitiveness, because being ahead by 50, you know, you can be content where you're at. You could not want to finish plays, finish tackles, but these guys are locked in and they're trying to finish the job.
5:50 remaining here in the ball game. I'm going to pitch it to 18. David once again around the left side. He's trying to get along the sideline. He'll be brought down after a gain of about 7 yards on the carry. It's number 18, Caden David, as we've seen a load of him tonight, as well as number 8, Josh Chumley on the ground for the Bearcats. And this Bearcat team, Mr. Gill, was a team that went 0-10 last season. They hired a new head coach, Coach Chad Worrell, which is his 1st season here. He's a Pilot Point alum, a native of Pilot Point. He called it his dream job prior to him taking the job, and he's turned the program all the way into a 3-7 regular season finisher, but they beat Mahale last week in the by-district round, and here they are facing the Leopards in the area round. Game maybe didn't go how they want, but if you're Coach Worrell and staff, you got to take the positives, which is we made it this far.
Absolutely, and there's a lot that he can build off. I believe that this is a young group, a younger group, and there's something that he can build off of. I mean, he made it to the area round against a Leopard bunch that is uber talented at every position, and this is just something to go into the offseason and just, you know, stack days and build on. Like, yeah, guys, we finished this and the score was this. Well, let's work towards next August right now.
So as me and Mr. Gill were speaking, the Pilot Point Bearcats did pick up a 1st down. It's currently 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. They're going to pitch it to number 18, Caden David, once again, and he'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have a Leopard defender Downs trying to get up. He's standing, trotting off the field under his own power. Number 52, Avion Golston. Good to see him jogging off. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 13-yard line with 3.5 minutes remaining in the game.
These young men make the entire community of Liberty-Eylau proud.
They'll pitch it to 8, Chumley this time. Chumley will gain about 4 yards on the carry. 3rd and 6 coming up for Pilot Point. Ball is on the 9-yard line. Just over 3 minutes remaining. It's a big play for Pilot Point. They try to cut into this Leopard lead.
Yeah, what about 180 seconds left?
Pitch it to Chumley. Chumley's going to be tackled after a gain of a yard, which will not be enough for the 1st down. Actually force 4th and 5 for the Bearcats from the 8-yard line. Looks as if they're going to keep their offense on the field. It's 4th and 5.
Let's see what Coach Basinger dials up here. Ever since that blunder in the first quarter, letting the tight end behind him, I haven't really seen that since then. So Coach Basinger made the proper adjustments, and this score is indicative of in-game adjustments that our coaches make.
So the Bearcats let the play clock run all the way down to 1, and they call a timeout with 2 minutes 14 seconds remaining in this ball game. While we have a second, we do want to shout out our game sponsors. This game is brought to you by Near Me Roofing and Contracting, C&D Mechanical, American Automotive, Keisha with the Keys, Millway Credit Union, and Phone Pros. Shout out to all of those fine game sponsors, and shout out to M&M Tire for also being a proud supporter of all Texarkana athletics. If you go make a purchase over at M&M Tire Company with Mr. Olette, shout out Texarkana Game Day, you'll receive 10% off of your purchase. So tell them Morgan Smith, Zach Doty, or somebody from Game Day sent you. That's how it works around there. Yeah, even Earl Gill, somebody, huh? The Earl Gill connection. 4th and 4. The Bearcats are looking to pass. Evans, he just has to run it as he's crossed the line of scrimmage, and the Leopards are going to swarm in on him and bring him down. And that'll be another turnover on downs, and the Leopards will have 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line with 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That was a great 4th down series. There's 120 seconds until these young men go to a place that none of them really have ever, I think, been collectively. Maybe a couple, maybe 1 or 2, but not really them all. And I'm just excited. Well, they're going to a place where none of them have been collectively, and I'm excited that these young men will get to hoist another gold ball.
Let's have 1 minute 58 remaining in the game. Currently have a running clock. They've yet to stop the clock. The Leopards going to hand it off to number 15, RJ Galloway. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. Fortunately, he got out of the end zone, which would have been a safety. But nice job by RJ, fighting hard to get out of the shadows of the Leopards end zone.
Love me some RJ. He's a respectable young man, great young man. Happy for him. He's a senior, by the way. So.
Leopards letting a little bit of this time run off the clock. Game clock is currently at 1:12. There's 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. 57-7 is the score. Arian Taylor takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He finds some room. He's along the Pilot Point sideline. He's finally going to be brought out of bounds just short of the 20-yard line at the 19. Arian Taylor, who took the snap standing inside of his own end zone, made something work, and he gained 19 yards.
No, we had fun last weekend, Mr. Huff, but we might not go on the field this time. Kind of chilly out there.
Got to go outside regardless.
Oh, that's
Anyways, 1st and 10 from the 19, 30 seconds remaining in the game. They're going to hand it off to Galloway. Galloway crosses the 25-yard line, still moving. He's at the 30. He'll be brought down at the 31-yard line. Senior number 15, RJ Galloway. Ronnie on the carry. So that'll be the final play of the ball game, actually, and the Leopards will move on to the 3rd round of the UIL state playoffs. Leopards win against the Pilot Point Bearcats 57-7. Here's our final score. We appreciate each of you for joining us via 107.1 KTFS or Texarkana Game Day. We'll be live once again next week. We'll let you know the time and the place. Stay tuned to social media. We'll update you on when and where the Leopards will be playing in the next round of the playoffs. So from Tyler Huff, Earl Gill, and Mr. Zach Doty on the 1s and 2s, we appreciate you. We'll see you next week. So long.